What it do? What it do? You know what to do. Like, subscribe, share, comment to my YouTube channel. Most definitely hit that bell icon. That's the notification bell that alerts you all content that will drop to my YouTube channel that will hit your devices. Also, make sure you hit the thumbs up, the AKA the like button. YouTube appreciate that. S.L.R Media TV appreciate that. Also, make sure you hit the subscribe button. I need everybody to go check out my second YouTube channel, S.L.R Sports News TV. We on the way to 800 subscribers. Make sure you like, subscribe, share, comment over there, and let's get to 800 subscribers. We're trying to get 1,000 subscribers by the end of June. Let's make it happen. Also, at S.L.R Media TV, we on the road to 4,000 subscribers. Let's get me to 4,000 subscribers. Continue to support the channel. Continue to support the movement. All helps my channels grow, get more viewers, more subscribers, pushes my channel further to the YouTube algorithm to get noticed. And it's also very important that you binge watch. Watch the content. I got plenty of content on both channels. Watch it. Sit back, enjoy, relax, get high, smoke, cook, do what you got to do. Get yourself together. Watch the content. I got great content on both channels. Support the movement. I also have wrenches. I'm trying to build up my moderators. So I'm looking to give 10, 15, or 20 free wrenches. Right now I'm gonna go with 10. I'm gonna see how it goes from there. I got a couple wrenches already out. So I'm building up my moderators. As I say, let's get it. It will be a price on the wrenches. I won't hurt your pockets, but it will be a price on the wrenches. Maybe after 10 or 15. But I'm trying to build up a great chat, great community room, great mods, and we're just gonna have fun. We're gonna do giveaways. We're gonna do a whole bunch of stuff on both channels. So let's continue to grow both channels, pushes these channels, and let's get all the subscribers that we can get. Continue to support the channel. Shout out to my subscribers. Shout out to my future subscribers. You see the title. The season has started. Carolina Panthers OTAs day one. Playoffs are bust this year. What's my thoughts on OTAs day one? Um, OTAs. I mean, they in shorts, no pads. So much you can do in OTAs. You just worried about guys not getting injured. These soft tissue injuries, these hamstrings and Achilles, and all this other crazy stuff. Um, Guys, let me tell you, OTAs, training camp, you know, it's not gonna have me to go out there and say, "Yeah, the Carolina Panthers are most definitely gonna make the playoffs. Carolina Panthers are looking good. Look at T Mac. Look at Jimmy Horn. Look at Bryce. These guys are looking good. This is gonna be a great season." I'm not saying that because I'm gonna tell you why. You're gonna have to show me. I'm from the show me state. You're gonna have to show me in regular season what you're doing now. I'm not impressed. What's going to impress me is you going in regular season and getting these wins. Yes, the guys look good. Jimmy Horn looks fast. Bryce throwing the ball. T Mac, Tech, McMillan catching the ball from Bryce. You see, Derek Brown out there. You see the defense. That's cool. That's cool. Everybody looks good in shorts. Everybody looks good at OTAs. Let's see these days can count that will triculate into the regular season. That's what I'm all about. I told you I'm from the show me state. I'm not one of these. I'm not one of these content creators, podcasters just going to get hype over OTAs. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at, oh yeah, we're going to the playoff. Look, Bryce. Look at Bryce. Look at Bryce. Pro bowler, all pro. I'm not doing none of that. They all look good in OTAs. Let's get into the regular season when it really counts. When it really counts. Let's get in. Let's get healthy. Let's get into the regular season. And let's get the W's. I'm not with the pre-hype assumptions. Never have and never will be. I'm not one of these podcasters going to glorify the OTAs and make y'all think that the Carolina Panthers are serious contenders, and then we come out and get our ass whooped in week 1, week 2, and week 3 after all that bragging I was doing in OTAs and training camp. I'm not falling for it. I ain't the one. I ain't the one. I said it before, and I'm gonna tell you again. It's playoffs or bust. No more, no less. That no more, no less. I want to get into the playoffs. I'm tired of not getting into the playoffs and then having hopes and dreams for next season. We'll get them next year. Nah, fuck that. We ain't getting them next year. We're getting them this year. Because if Bryce Young can't get it done this year, by gosh, we will find somebody to get it done. Y'all want to sit here and holler about he's elite? Let's see it. I know all of y'all. I know every single one of y'all hollering about that elite shit. I'm gonna hold y'all motherfucking feet to the fire on my podcast, on my channel. You damn right I am. Yeah, y'all want to holler about he elite? He done approved. This is Bryce's 3rd year. I better see the major leap that I want to see, the leap into the playoffs. That's what I want to see. If we celebrate the 2015 team that got us to the Super Bowl, and they don't inspire this team this year to get to the playoffs, to inspire and strive to get to the Super Bowl, this team ain't it. You got to blow it up. If that means that you got to cut Bryce Young, release Bryce Young, do that. If that means that you have to walk away and fire Dave Canales, you do it. Because I'm sick and tired of seeing my team year after year since 2015 not get into the playoffs. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of hearing my Carolina Panther fans, the lovable losers. We need a business mindset. We need a business mentality, not a lovable loser mentality. We do not find wins. We do not find sorrow in losses. And no, we're not doing that. We're not gonna fucking lose to a team and be like, well, I can't say it's a loss because Bryce had a good game. Look what he did against Patrick Mahomes. Y'all sitting over here with finding joy and hope when we was losing the teams. Y'all fucking pathetic. Y'all are lovable losers. Anybody who finds a a a beacon of light or try to find some joy or we'll get them or as they say a lovable loser way in losing. Nah, we don't want that. We don't want that. We don't want that. I would never find any sense of urgency or some come to myself and say, well, you know what? Yeah, we did lose, but we still won. Because why we won? Because Bryce Young had a good game and he went toe to toe with Patrick Mahomes. Now we're not doing that. We're not doing that. We're not motherfucking doing that. A loss is a fucking loss. Sick of this motherfucking fan. I'm sick. I'm sick of the fans and some of these motherfucking Carolina podcasters that were willing to manipulate the minds of people and make people think just because we lost to the Eagles, to the Chiefs, there's still positives. Ain't no motherfucking positives at all. It's all negative. Believe that. This is the reason why I only want Carolina Panther fans and real football fans on this channel that is about winning. That's what the fuck we about. That's when you come on this channel, that's what you be. I don't want to hear. I don't want to hear no wallowing. Oh, I feel so bad. Oh, what we can do. I don't want to hear none of that motherfucking shit. I don't want to hear none of that. I want you to come on here and speak the motherfucking truth. Jump out the motherfucking porch. Because I'm gonna tell you, you can't go on other people's platforms and speak your mind. They don't want to hear it. They want your money. They want your money. They want your super chats. They want your they want your cash apps. They want all of that from you, but they don't want to hear what you got to say, especially if it does not line with the host of his channel. They don't want to hear it. They don't want to hear it on my channel. On this is the voice of the voiceless. Come on here and say what you got to say. I ain't gonna block you. I ain't gonna kick you out. I ain't gonna do none of that. No, why would I want to do that for? Nah, we don't do that here. Well, what we do over here, we speak real shit over here. We speak real facts over here. We gonna let you know how we feel about our Carolina Panthers. We totally different from everybody else that does this, and you will learn that. We ain't with that shit. We're gonna tell you like it is. Facts. We don't fuck with Bryce Young. The reason why we don't fuck with Bryce Young, because Bryce Young has to show us. Show me, Bryce Young. Show me, Bryce Young. Show me you can be elite. Show me you can get us to the playoffs. Show me that you deserve that contract extension. Show me, little man. You ain't nothing but 5'10. And in the NFL, they chew and spit out 5'10 quarterbacks all day, every day. But I got great content. Let's get into the content. Let's get into the content. Let's roll. Let me give you a warning. Let me give you a warning shot before we get into this. I don't want you to get too hype about this now. Just be patient.
Warning, some viewers may find the following footage deeply disturbing. Warning, some viewers may find the following footage deeply disturbing.
The Panthers quietly parted ways with a legacy name. In return, they signed a familiar face, one who might be ready to make some serious noise. But that's not all. There's a storm building in Carolina, and it's wearing number 95. His name is Derek Brown. He's working his way back, and if all goes according to plan, he could be ready to dominate again when training camp kicks off. This is a return that could reshape the entire Panthers defense. Before we dive in, make sure to subscribe, drop a like, and leave a comment below. Do you think Derek Brown's return will bring this defense back to life? Let's get into it. Week 1, 2024. The season had just begun, but disaster struck early. Derek Brown, Carolina's interior wrecking ball, suffered a season-ending meniscus injury. It was a brutal loss, and the Panthers' defense never fully recovered. But Brown didn't sit still. 2 days after surgery, he was already grinding through rehab. "I'm feeling good, man. Feeling great," he said in April. "It's been a long journey, but one I won't let define me." Fast forward to today. Brown is back training with his teammates during voluntary workouts. He's not all the way there yet, but the signs are pointing in the right direction. Reports suggest he'll be all systems go by training camp. And if that happens, buckle up. Let's not forget who Derek Brown is. In 2023, before the injury, he set an NFL record for tackles in a single season by an interior defensive lineman. That's dominance. That's elite. That's franchise cornerstone territory. With Ejiro Evero's scheme relying on gap integrity and power up front, getting Brown back close to full strength could unlock this defense's potential again. While we wait on Brown's full return, another story quietly came to a close. The Panthers waived wide receiver Muhsin Muhammad III this Tuesday, the son of franchise legend Muhsin Muhammad. Little Moose, a Charlotte native, joined the team as an undrafted free agent out of Texas A&M. Though he flashed potential, injuries and depth challenges ended his run, for now. His father spent 11 seasons in a Panthers uniform and remains one of the team's all-time greats. That legacy still looms large. In his place, Carolina signed T.J. Luther, a wideout who spent time on the Panthers practice squad late last season. He's fast, he's hungry, and he's got a real shot to make an impression heading into OTAs. So where does this leave us? Derek Brown isn't fully back yet, but all signs point to a return in time for training camp. That's when we'll see how far he's really come and what kind of impact he can make in 2025. For a Panthers defense looking to rebound and reestablish its identity, Brown's recovery is one of the biggest storylines of the offseason. If he returns to form, or even close, it could transform Carolina's front seven. Panthers fans, are you ready to see Derek Brown back in action? And what about T.J. Luther? Can he turn this new opportunity into a real shot at the 53-man roster? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more Panthers news, analysis, and training camp updates all off-season long. We're tracking every move, from roster battles to injury comebacks, right here. Until next time, keep pounding.
Will Derek Brown help the defense? Will Derek Brown be the difference will Derrick Brown be the tipping point of this defense, including with the two young rookies that Dan Morgan, Dave Canales said that will play significant playing time. They will play. So we're going to see. We remember, I didn't even know that the defensive end that we got from Texas A&M is only 20 years old. Jesus, boy. I'm telling you. Listen, if we can get 5 sacks apiece from each of our rookies, that's 10 sacks, including with the rest of the defense. We could be a handful on defense this year. Only if Evero puts this team in the right situations to be successful. And he has not proven that yet. And we're going in year 3. Playoffs or bust. You feel me? Playoffs or bust. Don't be fucking scared to say it. Because if you're scared to say it, you're a loser. You're a lovable loser. Let's say it. I don't give a fuck about the wins. I don't want to hear 10, 11 wins. I don't want to hear that. That's the reason why when I go on here, I don't do no fucking win prediction. How many games we're gonna win this season? Nah, fuck that. Let's get to the chase. Let's be adults about this. Playoffs or bust. That's all I'm saying. Playoffs or motherfucking bust. It's what you want, right? It's what you want, right? Y'all said this guy is elite.
Great power comes with great responsibility.
Great power comes with great responsibilities. Let me repeat again. Great power comes with great responsibilities. Quote from Bryce Aroni Young. No. Bryce Bartholomew Young. BBY.
Great power comes with great responsibility.
That's your quarterback. It's not my quarterback. Let's get that clear. Let's make this crystal clear. It's not my quarterback. It's y'all's quarterback. It's your owner's quarterback. Let's go back to the day of what your owner said about Bryce Bartholomew Young. Roll the footage.
So I got on the phone and I said, I saw Bryce at the Super Bowl. You see a bunch of these guys at parties and such. So I saw Bryce and I said, Bryce, remember when we were at the Super Bowl? I told you we were going to pick a quarterback. And I wasn't kidding. And I said, you want to trade in some sweet home Alabama for some sweet Carolina? So he was just excited. He was like, I don't know if you could see him on the screen. He was like a little tenseness in his face, but then he was like, you could feel him just like, I'm so happy, sort of thing through the phone.
Why did you guys?
Bryce Young will be better off of being in the hype me up shorts. Hype me up. Hype me up. Hype me up. I hype me up. Because this is about as much as you're going to get out of a boring ass quarterback. Bryce Young has no fucking personality. He has no fucking life. Ever since the girl left him for Tyrese Maxey, they asked Bryce, well, what do you do this offseason? Hope nothing. Oh, I just went to the YMCA, play basketball. Hope nothing. This motherfucker ain't got shit. Don't nobody want no fucking 5'10" quarterback. Don't nobody want no fucking little kid. They don't give a fuck about how much money you got, Bryce. All baddies are tall. You want you a bad. You don't want no chick that's the same height as you, but out a meal. With your dry ass personality. Let's get into the con. Let's get into some more content. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
The Panthers' 2025 offseason is heating up, and not just because of the Carolina sun. We're talking rising stars, breakout campaigns, and maybe, just maybe, a blockbuster trade. So Panthers Nation, before we dive in, make sure to tap that like button. And if you're new here, go ahead and subscribe for more Panthers content all season long. Let's kick things off with a little pressure. Because second-year tight end Ja'Tavion Sanders? Yeah, he's under the spotlight. He was the 101st overall pick in 2024, and in just one season, he put up more receiving yards than any Panthers tight end since Greg Olsen. That's no small feat. But after a neck injury in Week 12 against the Chiefs, his momentum hit a wall. Now, according to Panthers insider Joe Person, the pressure's back, and it's intense. Joe says, Carolina brought back Tommy Tremble and added Notre Dame's Mitchell Evans in the draft. But Sanders, he's still the biggest receiving threat. If healthy, he can be a weapon for Bryce Young. The competition is clear. Evans is physical. Tremble is reliable. But Sanders, he's got the raw tools, ball skills, space awareness, and control. Can he rise up and own the T1 spot? Or will Carolina pivot to the next man up? Drop your take in the comments. Is Sanders the real deal? And hey, if you're enjoying the breakdown, hit that like button. It helps us a ton. Now let's talk about a different kind of story, the kind that inspires. Because Chuba Hubbard, he wasn't supposed to be here. Pressed into a starting role 2 seasons ago, Chuba stepped up when everything around him fell apart. And last year, he exploded. 1,195 rushing yards, 11 total touchdowns, 43 receptions, and most importantly, respect. Bleacher Report just named him to their all-underrated team for 2025. And analyst Gary Davenport says it best. Despite playing for a struggling team, Hubbard was a bright spot. Now, with upgrades around him, he could become a household name. The Panthers let go of Miles Sanders, brought in Rico Dowdle, and drafted Trevor Etienne. That's depth. But Chuba, he's still RB1. And it's not just stats, it's leadership. Blocking, pass catching, setting the tone. He earned a 4-year deal. Now, he's ready to lead the charge. Are we witnessing the rise of a true star? Smash that like if you believe in Chuba. And subscribe so you don't miss a second of his journey. And finally, let's talk big moves. Because there's buzz around a potential trade, and it's a name that turns heads. David Latham from Last Word on Sports has the Panthers listed as a possible landing spot. For none other than Trayvon Diggs, the interception machine from Dallas. Diggs has 20 interceptions and 63 pass breakups in just 58 career games. He led the league with 11 picks in 2021, and he's only getting better. But here's the twist. If the Cowboys pay Micah Parsons the mega deal he's after, they may have to move Diggs. Carolina's secondary? J.C. Horn and Mike Jackson are solid, but add Diggs to the mix. And suddenly, this defense looks elite. And in the wide-open NFC South, a move like this could be enough to swing the division. Would you pull the trigger? What would you give up for Diggs? Tell us in the comments. And subscribe so you're the first to know if this trade starts gaining traction. From rising stars under pressure, to breakout performances and bold trade rumors. We'll be right here, covering every moment. Keep pounding, Panthers Nation. The Panthers' 2025 season is shaping up to be unforgettable.
I ain't gonna cap. I'm gonna keep it real with you. If the Dallas Cowboys put Trayvon Diggs up for the trade block, course, I want the Carolina Panthers to go get him because the reason why he's still young and his game is similarity to J.C. Horn. But what you can do now, instead of just having what's the luxury of us having Diggs with Mike Jackson and J.C. Horn and Chadway Smith, we can now get J.C. Horn to move around. He does not have to stay stationary on one side of the ball. He now can move around. Either he can hop to both sides. He can move around now. We can use him in that aspect because he's good at that, because he wants to do that. Now you can have Diggs to just stand there on one side because that's what he likes to do. That's why he's a pick machine. That's what he really likes to do. Or you can have both of them move around, and hopefully Clyde Smith, with another year under his belt, will elevate and move up, and he can stay stationary. But we have to have ball hawks in the secondary. We has to have these avenues. We got to have thieves. I want my quarterbacks to be thieves, straight up thieves. Take every goddamn thing you got, everything you got. He robbed me. He robbed me blind. He robbed me more. My eyes wide open. All of that. And Carolina Panthers have enough money to absorb that contract. So, and we all know the Dallas Cowboys are going to sign Michael Parsons. Yes, they're going to give Michael Parsons a contract. Yes, yeah, they are. So it's going to be casualties, and they're going to look at who's making a lot of money and who's suspendable that's making a lot of money. They can go, and by Bland being good, they can always go out there and find. That's the luxury. You can go find cornerbacks. So trust me, Diggs will be out there on the chopping block. He will be out there. And I want the Carolina Panthers to be aggressive. But it's really up to Diggs if Diggs wants. Now, the only way we really can land Diggs if we're winning. Now, if we're winning, it's a very attractive team for Diggs. If we're losing, Diggs ain't gonna want to come to us. But in the NFL, it doesn't matter. If we put in for the trade, and the Dallas Cowboys likes to trade, and not only that, Jerry Jones and David Tepper are really good friends. Really good friends. Yeah. Why the fuck you think we play the Dallas Cowboys every year in Charlotte? Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Trust me. Them guys make money on the field and off the field. Them guys are real good friends. That's the reason why we get the luxury of playing the Dallas Cowboys every year. So most definitely have your ears and your eyes lurking. When Michael Parsons signs that deal, somebody is going to be up on the trade block. Oh, yeah. And it will be Diggs. And I want the Carolina Panthers to go get him. Don't have New England to go get Diggs just because they got Stephon. Now you got both brothers on the team. No, don't do that. No. Let's go get Diggs. Now, and y'all know me. S.L.R. really does not like to push for trades for star players or go big free agent hunting. I love to stay away from guys that's gonna hit the free agent market in their fifth and sixth year in certain positions. Keyword: certain positions. So, because I believe that you can draft and you can develop players and save your money and go after players. It's not only save your money, but sign the players that you develop. The worst part is to develop players and then lose them because the cycle of losing will always continue. You have to develop and sign the players that you develop and continue the winning process, but still have the flexibility to go out there and be big time players in free agency and in the trade market. That's what the Carolina Panthers need to get. And once they figured it out and get there to that point, we off rolling. With or without Bryce Bartholomew Young. See, Bryce, you have no excuses. None. None. No excuses, bro. There's no detours. There's no nothing, Bryce. There's no nothing. This really it for you. Honestly, to tell you the truth, Bryce, this really it for you because once the national media gets off you, they already try to label you. They already try to kill your career the first time. This time, it ain't gonna be no pullback. They ain't gonna feel sorry. They're gonna do you in because you deserve it. I mean, you got 40 million, 50 million, or with your endorsements and all of that. But you being the man, and we seen your demeanor. We seen when you're not the man, when you're not the big man on campus. We seen when your face is not on the tickets. It's not a good look. See, Bryce, once we bench you, we gotta let you go. We don't want you to linger around. We don't want you to be at the front of the tunnel with your hands out looking for clap. We don't want you to be Mr. Clapper. We done with Mr. Clappy. We got a mascot. We got a mascot. His name is Sir Purr, and he can't save you no more. Sir Purr, I need you to not motherfucking say a word this time. Sir Purr, we know you're a Bryce Young loving ass fan. Sir Purr, playoffs or bust. And if you don't like it, Sir Purr, you can take your ass on with Bryce. Keep pounding to that. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Bryce Bartholomew Young. It's your favorite Carolina Panther content creator, podcaster, media personality, your favorite number one Carolina Panther troller on YouTube in the Carolina Panther Nation, in the Carolina Panther content. It's your boy. It's your boy. S.L.R. Yeah, I'm in the building. Hey, make sure you go check out my second YouTube channel, S.L.R. Sports News TV. Get with it. We on the road to 800. Go check it out. Hit the subscribe button so we can get the 800, so we can get the 900, so we can get to that thou wow. Let's go. Oh, and by the way, support S.L.R. Media TV. Make sure you like, subscribe, share, comment over there. Make sure you hit the Cash App. All information is pinned in the banner in the timeline. $1, $2, $3, $4, $5, $6, $7, $8, $9, $10, $11, $12, $13, $14, $15, $16, $17, $18, $19, $20, them 50s, and them hundreds. Hit that Cash App. Run me up. Yeah. This is where y'all need to come to. Remember this. When you spend your bread with me, I make sure that you get on the channel. I make sure you get knowledge. I make sure that you are a part of the show. Yeah. I ain't gonna take your bread and then silence you. No. No. Ain't gonna be none of that. No, none of that at all. This is the voice of the voiceless. These are for the Carolina Panther fans, Carolina Panther content creators. They can't get their voice off. They need to be heard. I got you. Come fuck with me. Got you. Yeah. Yeah. That's, that's all I'm saying. Yeah. I'm the real one. Yeah. Yeah. Fuck with me. Pull up. Pull up. And I always got the link pinned in the chat. Pull up. Oh. I ain't for everybody, but I'm for somebody. Yeah. Yeah. They be like, S.L.R, you ain't no Carolina Panther fan. How you gonna be a Carolina Panther fan? Cause you because you always talking shit about Bryce. You always talking shit about the team, the management. You don't like the head coach. You goddamn right. Yo, when y'all understand when S.L.R talks? He speaks volume. See, I just don't come on here just to be running my fucking mouth. I don't come on here to say stupid ass fucking predictions and say stupid ass shit that a common smart person would know, man. Come on, he just fucking talking. He know fucking well they're not gonna win 12 games. I'm not. Mm, Bryce is a Pro Bowler and all this stupid shit. Man, come on, man. Nah. Mm-mm. So people do that shit because it's in their character. I come on here, I'm speaking that real shit. That's why you fuck with me and gravitate to me. Yeah. 95, 96 when the birth. Yeah, for sure. When we played our first game in Clemson Stadium. And then we went to Uptown what was it, Erickson? Yeah, Erickson Stadium. Yeah, well, Erickson had the phones. No, yeah, yeah. No Nokia. I had an Erickson. Yeah. Before Erickson was bought out by Bank America when the banking industry was booming so crazy. See, I am the one that's going to let you know that we got winning tradition in the Carolina Panthers. Just because we're losing, just because we're not marketing and branded right by the owners, that does not mean that we're just a fucking losing ass team. Like we don't have no prestigious, like we don't have like no winnings here. We have every trophy that could be won in the NFL except one trophy. It's the only trophy that's missed. Now, I don't like the fact that David Tepper and them don't acknowledge that more. I don't like the fact that Bryce Young and Dave Canales and them don't see. That's the problem that I have with Dave Canales, Bryce Young, and David Tepper. They don't acknowledge the winning tradition that we still have here that's still festering just because we're fucking losing. We have one of the best fan bases in the NFL when we're winning. When we're winning, Carolina Panthers are a top 5 fan base in the NFL. Yeah, for sure. We showed that in 2015. What it's about when you come to the bank. But it seems like the owner, the head coach, and the quarterback at Bryce Young don't acknowledge that. They make it act like the winning tradition does not start until Bryce Young creates the winning tradition or Dave Canales creates the winning tradition. Because David Tepper wants to subsidize and downplay the Jerry Richardson era, the Cam Newton era. That's why it's up to Cam Newton, Luke Kuechly, and the rest of the guys, Thomas Davis, Julius Peppers, Mike Rucker, Steve Smith, Musa Muhammad, Jake DeLone, D'Angelo, Jonathan, Greg, Mike Minter. The list goes on and on. These guys have to come back to the Carolinas, back into the locker rooms, and instill that tradition in these guys. Because Dan Morgan, I'm calling you out. You come from that tradition. You talk about you want dogs, but the dogs came in when you played and when Cam Newton them played. And if you want to bring back that mentality and that tradition, like you say you want to, you have to have the legends and the players in the past come back and instill this into this group and these young guys to give them something to fight for. Because right now we don't have nothing to fight for when Dave Canales and David Tepper is trying to build their own image and brand of the Carolina Panthers and close the curtain on the Jerry Richardson era. And this is what it's all about. And this is the problem that I'm having. This is the reason why you get the Bryce Young fans now weaving their way in like a lint that can't get out of a fucking shirt or pants now. And I'm fucking sick of it. Because they have no knowledge of the winning tradition that the Carolina Panthers built from 95, 96 until 2016, 2018, when David Tepper bought the team. This new Carolina Panther that's been built under Jerry Richardson, not built under David Tepper, they do not want to acknowledge the past. And that's the problem that we're having. When y'all going to wake up? When are you going to wake up and understand this and see this? Because the real Carolina Panther fans from 95 to 96, they understand what I am saying. That's what pisses them off about the new generation of the Carolina Panthers. I'm just saying. All I'm saying. Bryce Young has no excuse. No excuse. We got you all the weapons. And we just got you some speed. Take the motherfucking top off. We just gave you a fucking Bugatti. We just gave you a Bugatti. What you gonna do with this? Because T-Mac is the Cybertruck. T-Mac is the Cybertruck. Jimmy Horn is the Bugatti. And before we drafted Jimmy Horn, go on my lives. Go under my live section for the Carolina Panthers. I don't know which one it was. But I was talking about Jimmy Horn. That the Carolina Panthers should get Jimmy Horn, because you got to remember, I'm a huge Colorado fan. And I see all the talent that comes out of Colorado. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I knew Jimmy Horn was going to be one of the ones. Remember this?
Jimmy Horn Jr. is creating a lot of NFL buzz after his Shrine Bowl performance. He's even getting compared to Tank Dell, and he made himself a lot of money with this diving touchdown catch. He just received an invite to the NFL Combine, and there's rumors that he'll run a low 4.3 40. Nobody could guard him one-on-one at the Shrine Bowl, and he's also a very good kick returner. Let us know in the comments which team should draft him.
Yeah, you see it. Yeah, you see it. Yeah, early in the game, got on Jimmy.
How everybody doing?
Well, how are you?
Yes, Lord, I'm doing good.
How was rookie minicamp just as an experience, just these 2 days?
It's been fun. You know, it's a great experience to have. You know, I'm just enjoying every moment of it.
Your acceleration out here has been pretty hard to not notice. When did you realize like you had speed that was kind of special?
When I was younger, I'd go to every neighborhood and race every kid back where I'm from and beat them. And I always just been fast. I always knew that I had a different kind of speed.
Did you ever lose one of those races?
Mm-mm.
Coming from Colorado, having kind of that NFL kind of like program, how do you think that prepared you for this weekend?
It prepared me real good. You know, our practices at Colorado was probably like 15 minutes longer than this. You know, Coach Prime prepped us pretty good, and the way they ran the system out there is pretty similar a little bit too.
What was that experience like playing for him?
It was a great experience. It was fun. You know, one of a kind experience that I never get the experience again playing for Coach Prime. It's specific.
Developing with T-Mac and how you guys have kind of gotten to know each other during this process.
It's developing real good. You know, I'm getting to know him every day. He getting to know me a little better. You know, T-Mac a cool guy. It's fun to play with him. You know, he helped me out. I helped him out. You know.
In what ways have y'all kind of helped each other out? If you have an example.
For example, like on the field, like if I had to not know something, he'll help me out right there, or vice versa.
Were you lined up against Travis Hunter often in practice, and what was that like? Sharpening your skills against the Heisman Trophy.
Me and Travis, we ain't go against each other at practice, but cause like every time we did it, like ones versus twos and twos versus ones, so he alternated both sides of the ball.
You and T-Mac, your games are different, so how would you describe his game right now?
T-Mac, he a strong receiver. He got great hands, you know, and I think T-Mac, he actually can make something happen. Like, he got great yak as a big receiver for his size. He got some good yak.
You ever challenge him to a race? You want to challenge him?
Nah, I ain't gonna challenge him. I don't like race people for fun. Not no more.
Jimmy, do you feel like you got a chance to show off your speed this weekend?
Nah, not yet. I haven't. Not yet. They seen a little bit, but I ain't sure it all.
What's that gonna look like when you turn off the jets?
I'm gonna just be flying. I'm gonna be out of there.
Jimmy, if you kind of study this playbook, what does it seem like it can do for a player with your skill set?
Say that one more time.
When you study this playbook, what do you feel like it can do for a player with your skill set?
It sets you up in a good position, you know, to make plays and also be versatile.
Have you gotten a lot of return work? I know that's something you said you enjoy doing during this mini camp.
Yeah, we get a little bit in after practice, but we haven't got into the full details of the return schemes and all that stuff yet. So
I saw you on the jugs for, I guess, 30 minutes afterwards. Is that something that you usually do, or are you just doing that to kind of sharpen your skill?
Both. It's both.
Who did you idolize receiver-wise growing up?
I tell a lot of people ask me this on interviews. I really ain't watch receivers growing up. I watch running backs and stuff because I was playing running back when I was younger. So I really ain't really watched too many receivers. But I knew of like old school receivers and stuff like that.
Was there a running back that you did kind of watch?
Barry Sanders.
Is there any game that your receiver skills you think kind of emulate or similar to?
Like the change of direction, the shiftiness, the quickness. Barry Sanders had it all. And then like be able to make people miss.
So did you just watch like highlights and stuff like that? I mean, obviously you retired.
Yeah, I watched the highlights. I wasn't watching film at a young age.
Right.
I was just watching highlights. I'll pull them up, and I'll just sit there and watch highlights and play video game on the other side.
We got time for one.
Did you, the Panthers' all-time leading receiver is a smaller type receiver than Steve Smith. Did you ever watch his game, and what did you think of it?
Yeah, Smith, he was a strong, short receiver, you know, and he was real explosive. Every time he touched the ball, you knew something was going to go down. Now, he was trying to, like, put somebody in the dirt with his hands. That's just how he played. He played relentless and fearless. And I kind of, like, play like that, too.
What was it like playing for Prime?
It was fun playing for Coach Prime. You know, it was a pleasure to play for him. You know, he helped me in life. And like that environment out there in Boulder itself was just different. It was a one of a kind environment too. I love that city of Boulder.
Tell us a little more about it. Like what made it unique?
What made it unique is Boulder. Like, you ever been to Boulder before?
Yeah, but I want to hear your description.
I just told you.
You
But
said it's one of a kind, though. How?
I can't really explain it. Like, it's just a moment that you gotta seize while you there.
Yo, the Carolina Panthers have some of the worst media in the NFL. Some of the fucking worst media in the NFL. Here's Jimmy Horn. Have you been to Colorado? Yeah, I've been to Colorado. But I want to hear about Colorado from you. Don't you hear how motherfucking Jimmy Horn is talking? He ain't fucking do that much in Colorado. Listen. Jimmy Horn went to Colorado, got in his books, graduated, and played football. And didn't do nothing else. So what is he gonna tell you? He probably can tell you about the malls or where a good place to go eat at. He could probably tell you parking tickets they was giving out. I'm pretty sure he probably ain't gonna buy no house there because the real estate in Colorado is ridiculous. So yeah. And shout out to Jimmy Horn because Jimmy Horn wanted to be a Carolina Panther. That's what I'm talking about. He wanted to be a Carolina Panther. Yeah. Yeah. Don't worry, Jimmy. Because listen, if the Cleveland Browns don't want Shador, it's perfect timing in Charlotte. We're gonna love it. We're gonna love it in the state of North Carolina and in South Carolina. Yeah, all through the East Coast. Cause listen, Carolina fan base, we worldwide, we everywhere, and I'm gonna continue to carry the tradition. Oh yeah, for sure. You dig? Mhm. Oh yeah. Yeah, Bryce. See, you look at the wide receiver group. It's not enough. It's not enough footballs to go around for everybody. Somebody ain't gonna be able to eat. Somebody ain't gonna be able to eat. T Mac might not be able to eat. Xavier Leggett might not be able to eat. Adam Thielen might not be able to eat. Jalen Coker. Got David Moore. Got Jimmy Horn. And then you forgot about the wide receiver that we got out the University of Miami. That wide receiver named George, Jacoby George. He just as good too. He's good too. We may be trying to stash him. Hope don't nobody pick him up. There's a lot of weapons in that wide receiver room. Somebody might not be able to get in the wide receiver room and sit at the table. Who is it going to be? Who's going to be that one that Dan Morgan is going to have to say, hey, your time is up. It was good while it lasts, but we got to move on. Who is that going to be? Yeah. I already told you I want Adam Thielen to be gone. Yeah. I tell Adam Thielen, go ahead and go sign with Green Bay or somebody. Go back to Minnesota. Go sign with a playoff team. You deserve that. Mm-hmm. I don't want you to waste your time, your talent here. But we all know that this guy right here loves him some Adam Thielen.
Great power comes great responsibility.
So he gonna be crying. He ain't gonna put on his Spider-Man outfit. Great power comes with great responsibilities. Yeah, Bryce, you may have to live up to that motto if we relinquish Adam Thielen, but that might not be the case because of these.
Young stepping away, stepping up, being chased in the end zone, still on his feet, throws downfield, it's caught by Lee Gant to the 33-yard line.
Oh yeah, Bartholomew. Mm-hmm.
A nickname now. They're calling you the Carolina Reaper. Have you heard that nickname? Like the Reaper, like when you go up against your competition, you kind of take them out. There are a couple of head coaches that have gotten fired after you beat their team. You took the Cardinals out of the playoffs. Is that you haven't heard of that?
No, that's my first time hearing it. Again, I definitely can't control nicknames. I don't know about.
What do you think about it though?
I don't know. Reaper's a little like evil, so like I don't know. I try not to be evil, I guess. I don't know how to feel, but yeah, that's not really up to me, I guess.
Right. You hear that lame ass shit? I don't want to be a Reaper. I don't want to be no Reaper. That's why I believe that you do got a girl and she's shorter than you. I believe Bryce Young is dating a midget. For sure. OnlyFans too. Yeah, she OnlyFans. Yeah, I said it. Bryce Young is dating an OnlyFans midget. Yeah. Watch. You're going to be like, damn, S.L.R, how you know that? Don't worry about that. Yeah. Yeah, he's an OnlyFans. He sits home and watch OnlyFans and jack off. Oh, yeah.
Young has time, and he can run, throws for the end zone. Thielen has it! It's a touchdown, Panthers! They've got the lead with 30 seconds to go.
Goddamn Bartholomew. It's goddamn Thielen. Y'all don't want to let that go for nothing. Y'all don't want to let that connection go. Bartholomew and Thielen. There you go. That damn little Bryce dance. Y'all ready for that? Y'all ready for that goddamn Bryce dance, ain't you? Ridiculous. We're gonna see what's up.
I'm Bryce Young, and this is This or That, Bojangles edition. Between the bacon, egg, and cheese, Cajun filet, I gotta go Cajun filet. Gotta go Bowberry biscuits. It's a classic. It's tough, but I'm gonna go with Supremes. Thigh, for sure. Go with the original, for sure. Can't beat the original. I'll go with bowl rounds. The mac and cheese over dirty rice. Honey mustard, peach honey pepper, I'll go honey mustard. I'll go with the bowl sauce.
That's crazy. They're gonna go with, well, damn well Bryce Young don't eat no fucking Bojangles. Man, come on. We're gonna stop with that. Damn Bryce Young's a surf and turf.
They think we really be faking when we say we do this. We done bust the squirrel out the tree and open them up. Know what I'm talking about? Take the clothes off. That's step one. I'm gonna show y'all the rest of what it is.
What's going on, y'all, man? Y'all get at my man, get the hands over detailing, man. He came and got me right on the spot, man. Detailed the whole thing inside and out. He did a good job, man. I think he the best in the business, man. He gonna do it. Right, man.
Hey, shout out Taylor May Stable.
Taylor May Stable, man. He did the goddamn thing with this motherfucker here, man.
Yes, sir.
Damn, that boy did the shit.
Yeah, he did that right there now. He did right there. I got to put the tag back on it. He had the flag on the tail. I got to put the flag back on the tail. Right.
I got it from my folks up in Ohio. Shipped it to my man. Goddamn Taylor May Stables out there in Dallas.
Yeah.
He did the goddamn thing.
Yeah. Did that. That's for sure.
They always put that tail on the championship.
Get all that energy out of him. She got a lot of energy.
Man, Ron and Steve tell me, hey, how you like Dime Piece? I say, I love that motherfucker. God damn. Come on, baby.
What's his name called?
Dime Piece.
Dime piece. Hey, from dollar bill to dime piece.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Shout out to our number one wide receiver. Excel. Yeah, I said it. Xavier Legette. Holla at me. You hear this show? This show, my channel pop up on your time feed in YouTube. Yeah. Or you see me on Facebook. Pull up, man. Pull up on the show. Holla at me. Yeah, I had your back last year. I got your back again this year. Understand that the Carolina Panther fans are predominantly 99% T-Mac fans over you. I'm just letting you know that. They just waiting on you to drop a ball. They just waiting because they ready to get rid of you because they got T-Mac. Yeah, but nah, we got your back here on this channel. Pull up, fuck with us. We got your back. We got your back. Yeah, XL, the number one wide receiver. See, let me tell y'all a little something. I wasn't surprised by the season that Xavier Legette had last year because I'm going to tell you why. The real scouts, the ones that really know that know the fucking football, they knew that Xavier Legette wasn't ready. They knew that Xavier Legette was not no Jamar Chase or none of that. This was a wide receiver that you develop, and he will pop. He will blossom. He wasn't going to come in and give you 75, 80 catches or 1,000 yards. That wasn't even going to happen. He only had one good year at South Carolina. He was there for like 4 years or some shit. He only had one good year. So y'all problem is you want to put expectation on first round picks when y'all just need to chill the fuck out and let these guys find their way. Get their foot wet. Let them develop. Same shit y'all gonna do to T-Mac. Y'all putting all that pressure on T-Mac. And I don't think he understands how much pressure that the Carolina Panther Nation, the fans, the media, the podcasters, everybody, they got the weight on your shoulders, T-Mac. You fumble and fuck up the same way as Xavier Legette, they're going to do you the same way that they did Xavier Legette last year. I'm just telling you about my team, the fans, how it's going to be. Just do your thing. That's all I can tell you. Make sure you like, subscribe, share, comment to my YouTube channel. Most definitely hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. And in the comments, hit the Cash App. I need you to go to my second YouTube channel, S.L.R Sports News TV. Make sure you like, subscribe, share, comment over there. Yeah. We on the road to 800 on S.L.R Sports News TV. We on the road to 4K. Let's get that 4K. Continue to support the channel, support the movement, And if you want a wrench, put it in the comment, let me know. But this for all the Carolina Panther fans. Carolina Panthers, OTAs, day 1. Y'all chill out. Don't make too much out of nothing. Just chill the fuck out. Football season is here. It is time now. You might go ahead and get your little couple more vacations up out of you. Go ahead and do what you got to do. Because at S.L.R Media TV, we're going to be locked and loaded. Once the season is getting closer upon us, we're locked and loaded. We're not playing around. I'm not playing around. Not playing around. I'm in to get me. I'm not playing around at all with this podcast and shit, content creating, building my brand, building my channel. I told you, I am the voice of the voiceless in this Carolina Panther sector. Yeah. Fuck with me. Ride the wave. Get in where you fit in. Yeah. I'm one of the realest, one of the coolest. Understand that. People who know me and have seen me live in person. Yeah. I represent the Carolina Panthers heavy all the way through. You know, fans tell me all the time, what are we going to do? What are we going to do? Are we going to get in? Are we going to get into the playoffs? And then they be like, what you think about our quarterback? It's two things they always say. When we going to get in, because they want to get in. And then then it's the quarterback. Just put up or shut up. I'm not fucking playing around. I don't give a fuck what anybody else say. This is not a fucking winner prediction. This is a spoiler. This is the spoiler. The Carolina Panthers don't get into the playoffs. Listen. Carolina Panthers don't get into the playoffs. Bryce Young will not be the quarterback in the 2026 season. Not only that, if Dave Canales happens to survive this season without getting to the playoffs or not showing enough improvement, he will be fired because it's just due. It's too much talent in the head coaching ranks. It's too much talent that's coming out of free agency and in the draft and quarterback to continue to wait for a quarterback that's 5'10". And if you look up the history of quarterbacks that play in the NFL at the height of 5'10", it's not good. Well, Drew Brees and Russell Wilson. Understand this. Bryce Young does not have the luxury to get the coaching like Russell Wilson and Drew Brees. Them days are over with. Them days are long gone in the NFL. It's a microwave society. You understand what I'm saying? It's like going to McDonald's, Burger King, Chick-fil-A, whatever your favorite fast food is. You think you getting your ass out your fucking car to go in there to go get your fucking food? No, you gonna take your ass around the fucking corner, around the store, in the drive-thru, and pick your fucking food up. The NFL stands for not for long. That means There's no patience. There's not no patience. None. These new owners that's coming in now, that's getting these teams, they're not fucking sitting back. No 4 years or 5 years to an NFL quarterback rookie contract and then make a decision. Nah. It's either 3 and you out. Bryce Young lucky to get 3 because David Tepper owner is fucking stupid because he's trying to save face. But understand this. Bryce Young was benched by Dan Morgan. See, Dan Morgan has to get David Tepper's approval to make the benching of Bryce Young happens. So when he goes to Dave Canales, Dave Canales can't say no to it. He can't rebuttal to it. He said he can't say, let me think about it. No. Dan Morgan said, I got approval from the owner. And I am your boss, Dave Canales. I want Bryce Young bench. Why you think when Dave Canales came the next day and did the press conference, how his demeanor was? He came off as it wasn't me that made a decision. The decision was handed down to me and I had to execute it. It wasn't me. It wasn't me, the head coach, that wanted Bryce Young benched. It was Dan Morgan, and it was approved by David Tepper. There's no motherfucking way in hell if we're 0-2, 0-3, 0-4, 1-2, 1-3, 1-4, 2-4, 2-5, that Bryce Young's gonna be able to hold that job. It's not gonna happen. It's too many weapons. We got too much talent. But not only that, what's gonna trickle down to is that Dave Canales, he's not a good coach. He's not a good coach. So better stop playing around. Better stop playing around. Yeah. Don't think I didn't see the discomfort between Brad Izzik, the offensive coordinator, and Dave Canales. Don't think I didn't see it, because I did. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And see, you got to understand, Bryce want to get tired of losing too. Bryce should be want to get tired of losing. Right? Maybe Bryce Young wants just a new scenery. Maybe he just don't want to be in Carolina. This just ain't it. Mutual agreement. But I don't see Bryce holding that job if we having a losing record. I don't see it. I am looking for trades or something to come out of. Oh, yeah. That's the reason why I said the Carolina Panthers missed on this draft, because they could have got Will Howard. They could have got Will Howard. Like you gonna get some fucking neighbors, some a trash ass quarterback out of UCLA. Hey, get the fuck out of here, Dave Canales. You need to stop that goddamn bullshit. You need to stop. Straight up. That's straight up motherfucking bullshit, right? They over here getting hype on OTAs. You see what Bryce did? You see the connection, Bryce? T-Mac, and it's fucking OTAs. You got your hands and your feet crossed and you got a prayer that don't nobody get a soft tissue injury, no hammies, no Achilles. You understand? No high ankle sprains, no nothing. They're just in fucking shorts. Come on. We're not even in training camp. Put up or shut up. Playoffs a buzz. That's what we about over here at S.L.R Media TV. Make sure you hit that motherfucking like button. Smash the like button. Share it live. Yeah. Me in the building. Now, I ain't gonna be we most definitely gonna see one joint practices get here. That first joint, but we're gonna see. Hopefully Shador is still on the roster for the Cleveland Browns. Hopefully. Yo, I just want y'all to know something. If Shador Sanders is on the roster, that Cleveland Brown in the Carolina Panther game is going to be the most watched preseason game probably in NFL history. I'm just telling y'all. And listen, once I know and confirm that Shador has made that roster, which I think he's going to make that roster, yo, we're going crazy every day talking about the Carolina Panthers and the Cleveland Browns game to the lead up. Yep. Every day. Every day. Y'all don't understand, but listen, I'm gonna go ahead and tell you now because the Carolina Panther contract carriers, they ain't gonna tell you. They ain't nah. This will be the biggest. I ain't gonna say I ain't gonna say the biggest, maybe be, but the most viewed watch preseason game in NFL history. Because we know the type of coverage that Shador garnered during the draft. And he's still getting it now, even though it done died out. But on the social media, on the internet, they're eating it up. They might not be doing too much Shador talking on ESPN like ESPN was doing. They had a major Shador Sanders budget. I believe ESPN played a part in Shador Sanders' draft stock being depleted. Because they played Dion into the role and they knew it. And they just kept playing it. It was the one that threw the narrative out there as Dion. If you draft Shador, any team that Shador goes to, Dion has the opportunity to take their job. And Deion Sanders is not coming to the NFL because I'm gonna tell you why. Why go to the NFL when you can run a whole college university and you're the big man on campus, the coach. You run it all because you bring in the most money in school. They come to you, they bow to you. In the NFL, you're just a head coach. You continue to win. That's all you do. If you lose, you know what it is. You're out of here. So come on. I never thought about Dion coming back to the NFL. He fucking told y'all multiple occasions, I'm not coming back to the NFL. Why? I got it made in college. I'm making fucking $10 million a year in the NFL. I'm not even making $10 million. They're gonna probably start me off at $6 or $8 million a year. In the NFL, I'm trying to want $12 million. They ain't gonna pay me $12 million. I'm not even proving for that. So stop with the cap. He's not coming to the NFL. For what? He'd be a fool to come to the NFL. What? Come on. He making more money in college. In the NFL, he can't even sell his shoes. He can't sell his shoes. He can't market his shoes. That's not happening without the NFL getting that cut. Come on. I never believed that narrative. Y'all believe that bullshit. That's all y'all kept saying. Well, we want Shador for we want Shador. That means Dion gonna come. You know, and Dion don't want this, and Dion this, and Dion that, and Dion this. And I kept telling y'all, man, Dion can't fucking do shit. He can't do shit. He can't dictate where his son gonna go in the NFL. Get the fuck out of here. Roger Goodell ain't gonna let that happen. When Archie Eli did that shit, it was on the old commissioner of NFL, Paul Tagliabue. Yeah, he was the one that got the money slid in his back pocket. Yeah, Roger Goodell ain't having that shit. Roger Goodell is controlled by the owners. Roger Goodell wasn't really controlled by the owners. He was just paid. He was side pocketing the motherfucking money back door. Roger Goodell is getting paid great money. So if them owners tell Roger Goodell to motherfucking bust a move, he's going to bust a motherfucking move. Yeah, I was never worried about Dion doing anything to Shador. I just said that, Dion, you just owe your son some money. You owe your son some money because you couldn't stop the bleeding. You couldn't, like, I don't know what the fuck, like, you got well off media. You got your other the other media people, your other, like Dion got well off media. I forgot the other media. Like the motherfuckers making money on YouTube. Making plenty of fucking money on YouTube. And you're telling me, Dion, that you couldn't do an interview or anything, put out a statement, anything to stop the bleeding, to assure the NFL teams that you're not coming there, you're not looking to take anybody's job, you're not trying to dictate where your son trying to go. You didn't do none of that bullshit. You ain't do none of that shit. Like, come on. They over here goddamn saying that your son Shador Draft Day look like a fucking rap a rap video or album release party. I was like, wow. I was like, yo. I was like, yeah, he ain't coming to Carolina. That's not even David Tepper type of tea. Most definitely. You know, don't judge a book by its cover without reading the book first. So it's still in Shador Sanders we trust. And in Cleveland, if you don't want Shador, come to Charlotte. We got you. We got you. Carolina Panthers OTA day one playoff bust. You know what it is. Playoffs will bust this year. Will the Carolina Panthers step up? Will Bryce Young step up? Will Dave Canales step up? Defense. Ejiro Evero. Will they step up to end the drought? We probably got the third or fifth longest NFL drought right now, not getting into the playoffs. Gotta break that bullshit. Gotta break that shit. And it's time to start now doing OTAs. Like, subscribe, share, comment to my YouTube channel. You know what to do. Hit that subscribe button.